Yeah. What up, everybody? As you can tell, I can't play the video because it got copy striked immediately. So copy struck. So they can't let us get the truth out there. You got to know better than that. So as you see, I'm about to respond to this clown named SciManDan. I'm sure he's probably in here lurking somewhere because he lurks in all the flat earthers chats. But anyway, we'll see how this goes. So yeah, SciManDan, he made a video talking about, like, I don't remember, flat earth, new breed of flat earther or something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize in advance, but we're gonna watch the video and respond to it. So you're gonna have to hear the cringy parts of it. But since I know you're probably lurking there, SciManDan, I challenge you to a debate since I'm so stupid, but you will of course never accept that because you would get thoroughly embarrassed, and we all know it. But anyway, let's check out what this Gamma's got to say. Just because thousands of trolls flooded my channel after this. So as you can see, a new breed of flat earther.
I've been doing this for 3 years in December, and along with the usual suspects, every now and again a new flat earth hero enters the fold. And it's always the same. They've got all the answers, they know the real truth, and they are the hero that the flat earthers are looking for. No.
A new flat earther enters, and it's always the same.
The prizes for guessing what we're going to be looking at today.
Yeah,
it is literally the same as the old one. Arguments with no evidence, personal incredulity set to max, and an absolutely staggering misunderstanding of physics.
Self-projects much?
Let's delve into his video, The Earth is Still Flat.
I just wanted to cover the basics real quick about why it's provable that the Earth is flat, because it's been a while. So yeah, we were all indoctrinated and told that we live on this tiny speck of dust in this ever-expanding universe. So I'm going to break this down for some globers, and hopefully they grasp the magnitude of what I'm saying.
I'm sure we all will, buddy. Will you have anything new to say, though?
So it's commonly known and accepted in intellectual forum that when you make a positive claim, you have what's called the burden of proof. You have to substantiate your claim with evidence.
Yes, but the Earth being a globe isn't a claim. It's a fact. People have seen it with their own eyes.
So far, the dude who actually talked about fallacies has effectively done nothing other than reaffirm and reify what's actually in contention because he's remedial.
The globe Earth is a positive claim. Not only that, but it's a positive claim of specificity. Okay, it claims axial rotation of 1,040 miles per hour east of the equator. It claims a circumference around the equator of 24,901 miles. It claims a radius of 3,959 miles. So that's a positive claim of specificity. Okay, it claims orbital trajectory, that we're in the fabric of space-time. It claims a lot of things.
A lot of things that have all been substantially proven.
Okay, let's just stop there. Again, I know you're lurking, Mr. SciManDan, but I challenge you to a debate, but you could never do that because you would just get dismantled and have to delete your channel. But anyway, they've been substantially proven, huh? So what were the claims that I just said? Because you seem incapable of voicing contention of specificity with any substance because you're a clown, I guess, because that's how debate works, right? So you said that it's been proven that we have gravity as the effect of the bending and warping of space-time. Please enlighten me. I'm guessing you're talking about atomic clocks, which you probably don't even understand, with the degradation of cesium atoms, and they look at the oscillation rate, presupposing the causation of the change in the rate. But that doesn't substantiate that concept's been, bud. So there's literally no evidence of any of the claims that I pointed out, and that's why you're reading off a script, still stuttering, looking down, editing the video, and still not responding with any substance. It's because you cannot.
They are facts.
And so, being that specific positive claim has a very specific burden of proof. The issue arises when you go seek out the proof for this positive claim.
Yes, it is an issue. You guys don't accept any evidence we give you. You hand-wave dismiss it.
Oh, that's what you're doing right now. You're just hand-wave dismissing all the very specific contentions I'm voicing because you're incapable of responding with any type of specificity. You're literally self-projecting your tactic, which is to hand-wave dismiss via an appeal to authority and incredulity.
So to clarify, or to preemptively, discuss and use fallacious arguments from globe earthers, the globe Earth has the burden of proof. If you start trying to poke holes in some flat Earth model, that is called a shifting the burden of proof fallacy.
But you've just said it yourself. Making a positive claim with specificity means that you have the burden of proof.
Guys, look at this dude. He's so nervous, and dude, he wrote a script and edited it, and he's still nervous and has to look down.
Shifting the burden of proof fallacy.
But you've just said it yourself. Making a positive claim with specificity means that you have the burden of proof. You claim the Earth is flat. Positive claim with specificity.
Okay, yeah. We claim the Earth is flat. I don't know if you understand, but flat's not a shape claim, and that's a general descriptive claim of the surface of the Earth, which we can actually back up with empirical evidence that's verifiable and repeatable and falsifiable. We went out and tested the supposed claim of the size of a radius of 3959 and then the convexity rate of terra firma inherent within that claim. And guess what? It isn't there. It's not there anywhere. So, yeah, we support our one positive claim with physical empirical evidence. Now, you still need to substantiate the original claim that's being tested and falsified. So once again, you are literally shifting the burden of proof, which is a fallacy. But watch him still not, say anything.
The burden of proof is yours.
The burden of proof is literally not ours, other than supporting the claim that the Earth is flat, which is just a general description of the surface of the Earth. You claim all kinds of things, that the Earth is a ball where water bends convexly around the exterior of a sphere that spins in a vacuum, and that level means curved, and that gravity is the bending and warping of conceptual abstractions, one of which is a privation, so that's a reification fallacy. You claim the circumference and the radius, you can't back that up. You claim orbital trajectories, you can't even offer a viable mechanism for that to actually take place. You make very specific claims, yet you don't back any of them up, and that's why this clown opened his video by saying, it's not a claim, it's a fact, so he didn't actually have to voice any evidence, and that's what all the globe earthers do. Appeal to authority. Why does the lamp keep going off, bro? Appeal to authority via vague, non-specified, BS nonsense. That's all he's got.
Flat Earth doesn't actually claim a definitive model. We don't have all the information required to make a model.
All right. You want us to accept that the Earth is flat, even though you can't explain any of the natural phenomena that we see.
You're an idiot. So we're not allowed to go past the 60th south latitude freely and privately there, SciManDan. So for us to claim a model, which would be an entirety of the Earth claim, well, that would be intellectually dishonest. So falsification is independent of replacement, and in fact, we can explain all observable phenomena. I actually have a question for you, though. How do you explain the magnetic field on your globe Earth? How do you explain waterfalls? How do you explain the fact that things go up? How do you explain the fact that we have the stellar eclipse, where it's a geometric impossibility where the sun and moon are both above the horizon, but you claim that the Earth is physically obstructing the light, casting a shadow, even though it comes from the wrong direction? It seems like you can't explain observable phenomena, my man.
Right. Oh, hang on. You do have explanations for things, but the trouble is they all contradict each other. Over here in reality, of course, the globe, and by extension the heliocentric model, perfectly predicts everything.
Oh, except for the stellar eclipse, which literally contradicts the very claim of causation for eclipses in the heliocentric model, which says that because of a three-body relationship, even though there's not even a three-body equation that exists, it's a three-body problem, that the globe Earth blocks the light from the sun, casting a shadow onto the moon. Yet, literally the phenomena contradicts that. It's called the impossible eclipse. So I must be missing something. You can't explain anything. It can't even explain the magnetic field, bro. You're trying to explain a monopole, which is literally hypothetical and doesn't exist. But of course, all this is over your head, which is why you can only read your script to an edited video response to my freestyle rant on my couch while I'm effortlessly responding to it, yet again, freestyling in a live stream because you're a clown.
Without fail.
Okay, so that's a shifting the burden of proof fallacy and a straw man fallacy, because no model that you try to poke holes in can actually be a genuine flat earther's position, because we don't claim a definitive model, because we don't have access to all the information required.
By your own admission then, the flat earth has no evidence.
Think about the level of stupidity coming out of this guy's mouth. So intellectually being honest, we don't claim a model because we literally don't have access to the information to formulate a model, because the governments of the world have all conspired together and told us little peasant humans we're not allowed to freely traverse the Earth. You're actually advocating the oppression of the people via monolithic rule because you're a loser, and you're still shifting the burden of proof away from what's in contention.
Good start, matey. Good start.
Another common
we're 5 minutes in. This guy's said one thing. He hasn't made one specific rebuttal.
Fallacy that globe earthers use is a reification fallacy. So what they do is they postulate things that they consider evidence that require the presupposition that the Earth is a ball.
Oh, here we go. Examples?
They also do this with gravity. They reify gravity.
So what did you want examples for?
Presupposition that the Earth is a ball is that they consider evidence that require the presupposition that the Earth is a ball.
Oh, here we go. Examples?
Yeah, geodetic surveying, a calculative ideal based on the presupposition of sphericity and presupposed dimensions. Supposedly Aristophanes determined the Earth was a ball by presupposing it was a sphere, utilizing spherical trigonometry, then assuming a distant sun. Then supposedly Al-Biruni figured out the radius of the Earth by measuring angle dips in the horizon, assuming the Earth was a ball. Every single claim that you make assumes the Earth is a ball. You claim different layers going to the core, though we've only gone 7.5 miles down, but you presuppose that the Earth's a ball, and then you just make up what's going on. You look at different vibrations in the Earth via seismology, then you fit it into your presupposition. Literally every single aspect of your model requires the basic presupposition of the spherical nature of the Earth itself, the presupposed metrics and dimensions of the Earth itself, the presupposed axial rotation. For example, whenever you look at a pendulum and then it precesses, you presuppose causation. When you look at a gyro and there's a precession utilizing the Sagnac effect, who the person that discovered it said it was because of a vortex of energy within the ether field and it has a drift, you have to presuppose that it's because the Earth spins, even though that you literally can't prove that, and it fluctuates based on altitude at the same latitude, which literally disproves the notion that it's axial rotation on a sphere. So yeah, literally every aspect of it, bud.
They also do this with gravity. They reify gravity. So that's a reification fallacy. Those are the three major ones. If you ever try to debate a globe earther, that they're going to pull out: the shifting the burden of proof fallacy, a straw man fallacy, and a reification fallacy.
Right, okay. Let's keep all of that in mind as we continue to review this video.
What's up, Karen? Karen B is a legend. Go sub to Karen B on YouTube.
No thanks.
Okay, but she is a legend, so go sub to Karen B on YouTube.
So here's the deal. Axial rotation has never been substantiated. They tell us that we're spinning around 1,040 miles per hour east, but it's never been substantiated.
We substantiate it every day when we see the sun rise and set.
Oh, so you don't require the presupposition of sphericity or the very thing you're claiming to prove ever. Can you even name one? But the very one time you made any positive claim in the whole video so far, you literally presuppose that the reason that the sky appears to move is that it's not actually moving, it's the Earth moving. So you're reifying your presupposed axial rotation that's actually antithetical to the default position of all observable phenomena. I already know you can't respond to this video because it's all going over your head, though.
And very recently, a giant underground motion sensor has detected Earth's spin and tilt. Romy uses extremely accurate laser beams traveling in opposite directions around triangular piping that becomes stretched and squashed by incredibly small amounts. The mismatch between the wavelengths of the lasers reveals the speed and tilt of Earth's rotation.
Oh, you mean utilizing the Sagnac effect, looking at light, which you don't even understand because it's presupposed materialistic nature of particle physics, which is not true. And then you take away the Sagnac effect and the actual causation of the vortex and the drift within, which the guy who discovered it said that was the cause. Then again, you reify and presuppose axial rotation, a tilt of 23.4 degrees, which of course subtracted from 90 to 66.6, probably just a coincidence, as we go 66,600 miles per hour, and then we continue to rotate on this axis. You presuppose the entire model, then you fit it into your observation of light. What a cool story.
I'd like to see you explain those results away.
Took about 30 seconds, you clown.
A Foucault's pendulum. It doesn't have an independent frame of reference. It isn't consistent. It has a window of error, and it doesn't correlate cause and effect. Science is the correlation of cause and effect. So what that means is you have an observable phenomena that is the effect. Okay, you have to correlate the cause to the effect, which means you have to have an independent variable that is manipulated so that it differentiates the effect.
Someone's been listening to Nathan Oakley. You can't hijack the meaning of science to suit your own agenda.
Okay, well, actually, I understood what science was when I was, I don't know, about 10. I didn't have to listen to Nathan Oakley to understand the scientific method or scientific experimentation. We're not hijacking science. That's what your side does. The reason that they do this is because there is no actual scientific evidence that meets the empirical parameters of what science is, which, of course, that's the study of the natural world, natural science. You have to fit into the parameters of the scientific method. That's what it means. And that means you have an observable phenomenon, that's your dependent variable, and you have an independent variable that you manipulate. SciManDan, please pull out your crayons and take notes before you make another video, okay? You must manipulate and vary the independent variable after you propose a cause and effect relationship test, and you're going to validate the cause of the naturally occurring observable phenomena. That is science. Your side had to hijack science and conflate it to pseudoscience, saying that you can just observe things and make up theoretical stories and say that concepts bend, and somehow that means science, because you cannot prove the globe Earth without conflating pseudoscience to science. You're again self-projecting, but then again, I don't even think you have the competence to understand that's what you're doing.
The Oxford English Dictionary defines science as the following: knowledge about the structure and behaviour of the natural and physical world based on facts that you can prove, for example, by experiments. My 5-year-old son the other day...
This dude literally just now debunked himself and his model and doesn't realize it because he's incompetent.
They collected worms and snails and put them in a bucket and then put a load of different vegetation in there to see which ones they would eat. That is science. The countless videos on the internet of people putting Mentos in Diet Coke. That is science.
This guy's parameters for science is really high. He's really setting the bar real high, as you can tell. This guy's killing it. He's literally reading a script, which means that he sat down and wrote this out. Wow.
So having a giant telescope that's orbiting Earth, taking pictures of deep space, that is science.
Oh, appeal to the authority of space agencies because the government can never lie, huh?
And then you can validate that is the cause. Okay, that's what the actual scientific method is. Yeah, you have the dependent variable, the effect, the observable phenomenon. You have an independent variable that you manipulate to validate the effects. Okay, to validate that it is the cause of the effect. It's very simple. The globe Earth doesn't do this ever at all. So there's literally not one single piece of scientific evidence for the globe Earth.
Well, you think that based on your own warped definition of what science is.
And when you say that, you're once again self-projecting the fact that you have warped the objective definition of what science is. Science is independent of any predisposition that you have, derivative of emotional connection to your religious little belief system created by grabblers that hate you and know that the Earth is flat because they write about it in all of their literature. Yet you can't actually provide scientific evidence. You literally read a definition that said science proves things, yet your side claims science can't prove things and nothing can be proven because there is no proof. So all you have to do is appeal to the authority of cartoon images. You're really crushing it, dude. The first 7 minutes has been epic. I really got high standards for the rest.
Conclusive, is it?
So very simply, Foucault's pendulum doesn't prove axial rotation because, again, it doesn't have an independent frame of reference, an inertial frame of reference. It's still connected to the Earth. It doesn't have an independent frame of reference. And it has a window of error. It isn't consistent. And it doesn't correlate the cause and the effect. So it is not in any way valid postulation for evidence of the globe Earth spinning.
Yet you can use one to figure out almost your exact latitude on the planet.
Because the latitude is literally synchronized with the sky itself, and it has a drift within the ether field, like all the people that discovered the actual mechanism that you're using to then, pervert into the idea that the Earth is spinning, because it's relative to how far you are out from the center. But again, I'm sure that's going over your head.
If the Earth was flat and motionless, could you do that? Or would the pendulum swing be more random?
Okay, they'll bring up a gyroscope. Incredibly inconsistent. You do not get 15 degrees of precession every time that you make a reading with a gyroscope.
Bob did.
Oh, so don't respond to the fact that you don't get it every time. And then y'all needed the flat earther in the 21st century to be the only one in the history of mankind to prove axial rotation. And of course, Bob disproved you. Documentation coming soon, you clown show. I know this is going to go over your head too, but please, dude, just keep your crayons out. Just keep them out. Don't put them up, okay? So whenever he manipulated the altitude at the same latitude, he got over a degree in variance of precession, falsifying the claimed causation of axial rotation. Write it down and look the words up.
A 15 degree per hour drift.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
So the next thing that we set out to do was to encase the fiber optic gyro in what's called a zero cost chamber to see if we could actually do that.
It does work, for one, and again,
I'm not listening to him straw man what really happened. Bob literally disproved the claim that you're picking up precession of axial rotation, but I just don't think you comprehend things, bro. Like, it's pretty pathetic, bro.
have the same problem. It doesn't correlate the cause to the effect. Imposed causalities, claimed causalities are just that, they're claims. You have to validate them. Okay, so we were all indoctrinated and told that we lived on this tiny speck of dust that's spinning and shooting through space in this ever-expanding universe, and it was brought to you by Jesuits, the Vatican Church, literally. Okay, and also a Jesuit priest came up with the Big Bang Theory.
Actually, Edwin Hubble was the man who first discovered that space was expanding. He was raised a Christian, but ended up having little or no religious beliefs.
Okay, so objectively, it's like George Lamonte or whatever. He's the one that proposed the Big Bang Theory. He was a Jesuit priest, but this guy doesn't understand his own religion, and it's very uncomfortable for him to claim a materialistic, nihilistic worldview void of any type of acknowledgement of creation, while simultaneously having the very creation story or origin story that he holds to coming from a religious priest.
So, one of the most corrupt establishments ever, if not the most corrupt establishment ever, brought you this fairy tale story that you evolved from apes and that you're on a tiny speck of dust and there has no evidence. So we've established axial rotation literally has no evidence. And globe will bring up Foucault's pendulum, which is from 1851, and then like 70 years later, in 1922, Einstein said, I've come to the conclusion that, you know, the movement of Earth will never be detected or can never be detected with observable phenomena or optical phenomena. So it's pretty crazy. Like one of the little leaders of their religion that they prop up, the incestuous grabbler known as Albert,
who was an ethics supremacist also.
Albert Einstein himself knew Foucault's pendulum wasn't a sufficient postulation to substantiate axial rotation.
God, you must be tired Witsit Gets It from all that quote mining. Interesting that you omitted the later part of the sentence of that quote. Here is the full sentence for context.
Thank you.
Oh look, the omitted part there says, though the Earth is revolving around the sun.
Once again, SciManDan, demonstrating how incredibly incompetent that he is. He doesn't understand what a hostile witness is, and the only time that you can say that I'm cherry picking or quote mining would be whenever I propose something and then the very next part is contradictory to what I said. Now, the remedial person may think that's what this is, which is why you did, but it is not. My point was he admitted that you can't actually detect axial rotation with any form of optical experiment, but then he reified his belief non sequitur to my point, which is that he admitted you couldn't actually detect it with experimentation. You're a clown.
Naughty, naughty, Witsit.
Stupid, stupid, Simon.
So it's a clown world whenever the Globers just regurgitate that because they heard somebody like Muktoon or Quite the Tight Shirt say it. They don't know what they're talking about. They just regurgitate things. Okay, so there's tons of evidence. Traditional Glober, no specificity. Feel free to provide some actual evidence. And maybe you should listen.
I'm talking to some like Globers that were trolling the chat, like spamming it.
Okay, so axial rotation has never been substantiated. Literally. It makes a claim of curvature. Inherently, if it's a ball, it's going to curve, right? So what we did was we went out and tested the claim of curvature. We have long-distance observations that are literal impossibilities on the globe Earth.
All of which have been debunked or explained.
We have
Okay, so SciMan's response to the fact that we have debunked the claim of convexity of terra firma was to just say that he debunked the evidence.
claim of curvature. We have long-distance observations that are literal impossibilities on the globe Earth.
All of which have been debunked or explained.
Oh, that's crazy. So please explain to me how, based on what the Black Swan observation demonstrates, is that 1 foot off the surface of the Earth, we should see the geometric horizon at 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet, which means that at 1 foot it should be 1.2 miles away. The geometric horizon, of course, being the Earth curve, which would be a tangible, literal physical obstruction that blocks your view, yet from 1 foot off the ground, we saw the horizon 10 miles away, which would require the radius to be 264,000 miles, so over 250,000 miles, like the distance to the moon, supposedly, yet they claimed it was under 4,000 miles. That falsifies the radius. With the falsification of the radius comes the falsification of the entire model. That's why your response is void of specificity, because you can't rebut it.
We have observations of 273 miles. The Black Swan was done from 1 foot observer height. The geometric horizon should be at 1.2 feet. In the circulation of the mean, we gave you 5 feet. That means the geometric horizon, the physical, literal, tangible piece of land that should cause obstruction
Oh, sorry, I haven't actually really watched this video, but one time when it first happened, I forgot that I explained that. That's my bad.
of view can be no further than 2.73 miles. This isn't a debatable number, okay? This is necessitated by the geometry of the Earth that they told you that you live on, because you take the radius times 1.225 of the observer height and you get the geometric horizon. We tested it. We
Square root of the observer height.
saw that the horizon was beyond the oil rig that was at 9.42 miles, and it couldn't be any farther than 2.73 miles, a literal impossibility on the globe Earth.
The Black Swan has also been thoroughly debunked many times.
Again,
Oh, look, he didn't tell you how he debunked it. He just told you that he did, because he knows he has religious globe zealots as his subscribers. And as long as they just have their bias confirmed by having this remedial clown show just affirm their bias, then that means it's true, because SciManDan dismissed it. You literally opened your video by saying that all I did was hand-wave dismiss things, and that's literally all you proceed to do through the entire video.
we have long-distance observations everywhere, all the time. 50 miles, 60 miles, 200 miles, missing a mile of curvature. A mile of curvature. We have observations where there should be a mile of the Earth blocking our view, and there's no curvature there. Really take that in. Okay. And of course, Globers have been indoctrinated and trained to just regurgitate the word refraction. Void of specificity, there's 5 effects of refraction. They don't even know that. They don't actually even invoke a specific one that's relative to the postulation. They also don't seem to understand the concepts that looming, for example, is a phenomenon relative to the horizon. Objects loom relative to the horizon. We're discussing the movement of the horizon. They don't understand the idea of empirical means, verification.
All right, real fast, by the way, when they claim refraction, inherently has to be terrestrial refraction, because they're claiming the terrain itself is fluctuating, which is, of course, a begging the question fallacy, thus actually a concession, because it's a manipulation of the R value, 7/6R. It's how you calculate terrestrial refraction, according to the subject matter experts on your side, bud. And, well, you know, that's a category error. You don't fluctuate the literal dimensions of the Earth. So not only is it a category error and a begging the question fallacy, but it just has no bearing in reality, and you're actually literally reifying the very thing in contention.
Experimentation, replication to actually verify their postulations. It's a clown world. Okay, it's pathetic. It is so pathetic, honestly.
Wow, he went a bit word salad there, didn't he? Witsit
We're all absolutely shocked that he still didn't respond with any specificity.
Gets Its video goes on for another half an hour, so we're going to return next month and have a little look at that section of his video.
Which he did not, because he realized he couldn't even respond to the first half, and funny enough, you sat there and watched a flat earther, that you say is stupid, randomly put a camera on his coffee table and ramble for 45 minutes. What a loser.
No, he won't be going anywhere. Right, that brings...
Wait, before that we get into this, look at the background here. This guy's got like fake little cartoon satellites in the form of like Legos. Like, look at this guy, bro. This guy's such a textbook gamma male. If you ever want to know what a gamma male is, literally just go examine this guy's behavior. He thinks he's a little secret king, but he'll never step into actual confrontation to back up his claims in intellectual form or intellectual exchange, because this real dumb flat earther that dropped out of college would dismantle and decapitate you in my sleep. You're a clown, and obviously you just do this and you just regurgitate the mainstream consensus and the mainstream propaganda so that you can continue to get subs and get propped up by the algorithms, because, well, you're a loser.
Brings this week's episode of Flat Earth Friday to a very satisfying close. Thanks very much for joining me. And thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please do like and subscribe for join.
Look,
that brings this
guys, I had to do this. I have to break him down. Read his body language right here and look at the lack of confidence he has in like touting victory in this conclusion. Just read his body language. Again, I ranted on Facebook. I'm responding to it live right now. Haven't watched it since the first and only time I watched it. He scripted a whole entire planned video, wrote out a script, edited it, and watch his body language.
On for another half an hour. So we're going to return next month and have a little look at that section of his video. He won't be going anywhere.
You're right.
Right, that brings this week's episode of Flat Earth Friday to a very satisfying close. Thanks very much for joining me. And thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, then
what is he looking?
Thanks very much for joining me. That brings this week's episode of Flat Earth Friday to a very satisfying close. Thanks very much for joining me. And thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please do like and subscribe. It'd be thoroughly appreciated. I have been SciManDan. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you on Tuesday, where, if you can remember him, you'll be very happy to know that Hans is back. See you then.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you had to sit through that, but, you know, it's a long time coming, to be honest. Just a sec. All right, so, so, SciMan Clown Show. As you can see, you obviously cannot debate me because you have no idea what you're talking about. And your condescending, secret king arrogance is derivative of nothing other than an appeal to authority and appeal to consensus. So really, all you have is an illusion, a facade, right, of accuracy based on just presupposing your worldview must be true because your leader has told you to do it. And I suppose that if you operate appealing to majority, then we should still have slaves, right? Or maybe we should have just kept slaves, and slaves weren't immoral back in the day because if everyone agrees on it, then it must be true because 24 people claimed to go past low Earth orbit in the history of all mankind, and they said the Earth was a ball, even though one of them actually said that we didn't go to the moon and went to drunk, and they all refused to promise on it, but I digress. So clearly, we know that this is a pipe dream because you're a clown, but I challenge you to a debate. You pick the platform. You can come on my channel. I'll go on your channel. We can stream them simultaneously. And I would obviously just dismantle and decapitate you. So how about keep my name out of your mouth, right? Because you're a gamma male. You would never talk to me like that in real life, nor would you talk to anybody like that in real life. So I would suggest that what you do is not make another video talking in any way about me, or I will continuously dismantle you. You're a clown show. So again, keep my name out of your mouth unless you want to step up to the plate like a big boy and actually debate live with fair moderation, void of fallacious reasoning, which that means you can't debate. So keep it pushing, my guy. All right, what's up, this? Thank you for the super sticker, that flat flow, much appreciated. I did have this other one. He has, I guess we can look at it for a second. I'm not, trust me, I cannot listen to that much more of that guy. Like, it's super exhausting. That dude's just such an idiot. But anyway, I'll show you some of this other one. This is a recent one he did. Of course, at the beginning, all he's doing is plugging his little advertisements because he's a shill.
Okay, back to today's video and the Flat Earth Prince himself, Mr. Eric Debay. Has he proven NASA wrong, or is he talking hogwash as usual? Let's find out.
So you asked the question, what are some of the easiest ways that you can prove that the Earth is round? Because apparently this is something that we're debating. I have no idea why. If that's
because the Earth isn't round?
a hard thing for me to even start talking about, because there are so many
Because you're not very smart?
proofs that the Earth is round.
Except there's not one proof at all?
It's difficult to know where to start.
Well, how about you start with empirical evidence?
And it's not okay to think that the Earth is
Actually, it's perfectly okay. I don't need permission from people that don't know how to brush their hair and looks like crazy people.
flat. This is not a viable argument.
It's literally the only viable argument. You can't even explain the magnetic field, okay? So, good try.
To begin with,
Basically, my point was just to make here that clearly implicit in his little hit piece on Eric Dubay, because that's all that gammas can do is do hit pieces on people. People can try to interpret this as a hit piece that obviously is not right. I didn't have any interest in this clown show, Gamma Male, Secret King, but I had to respond to him because he's a gamma and he put my name in his mouth. But basically implicit in his hit piece on Eric Dubay is that he supports and agrees with Michelle Thaler. So I guess that he must think that this makes sense. I actually think of myself as a very complicated rock. This is the person that you're propping up there, Mr. SciManDan. This is your leader. This is your role model here. The woman that says when we go hiking in the mountains that we're looking at our cousins and she's a complicated rock. Okay, that's a cool story.
if you truly believe the Earth to be a triangle,
I'm not gonna watch all this. I'm gonna play a couple seconds to show you how stupid he is. We all know how stupid he is already.
or a dodecahedron, that is most certainly okay, and you're right to do so.
Absolutely agree, of course you do. But the second you start imposing that belief on someone else, then it's not okay.
Oh, you mean like they imposed the cosmological belief of the fact that we're a magic spinning cartoon ball in a natural law defying medium since we were little children? So let's take this back. Now let's listen to his stance and let's think about the real situation.
It's most certainly okay, and you're right to do so.
Absolutely agree, of course you do. But the second you start imposing that belief on someone else, then it's not okay.
Okay, so imposing it onto someone else. Flat Earthers do not impose their beliefs on anyone. We don't have beliefs. We simply want to allow people the free opportunity to actually make their own decision when they have actual unbiased, representation of the information and the empirical evidence. We are not converting people. We are not a cult. The Globe Earth is a cult. It's a religious cult. Like literally, that's literally how it was started. A religious cult, a cultic practice, right? But ironically, we're allowed to have lies embedded in our mind and imposed onto us via indoctrination at our most malleable states at 5 years old, and it's okay, even though it's clearly a lie. But for us to go out and speak against that makes us the bad guys.
We all have the right to our own thoughts, beliefs, experience, intuitions, and discernment, regardless of how common or widely accepted they are. Telling people up front that having an alternative perspective from yours is, quote, not okay, is incredibly narcissistic, abusive, and an attempt to infantilize the listener into accepting the fallacy of appeal to authority.
Preach.
Okay, but she did say that there's a debate on the topic of the shape of the Earth, which Angela...
Oh, that's crazy, because in the video that we just watched, you said that it isn't a debate, because it's not a claim, it's a fact. So you don't seem to keep up with your own double-speaking nonsense.
Well, no, Eric, it's because of flat earthers. She was referring to the influx of YouTube flat earthers who are spreading this misinformation, which again is not okay.
Oh, so basically implicit in his claim is that we should be censored because we don't agree with his religious leaders. All right, that's enough of that clown. Basically, to summarize everything that we just covered, if you're late to the show, this is what it was. Yep, that's about it. That's about all we get from this guy. That's his arguments. All right, I'm gonna come chat with y'all, and then we'll just take it from there. I'm gonna move up some. I can't go all the way up. But if y'all got any topics I want to talk about, hit me in the chat, homies. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, he's definitely not very bright, but he will never debate me. Will you, SciManDan? Because you're gonna watch this video till the end, guaranteed. Dude, you watched me ranting on a Facebook Live on my iPhone, dude. Like, he was jumping and like stalking Nathan Thompson's chat the other night, like 2 nights ago. Like, he's probably one of the 116 people watching this right now. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, he'll never debate me. But I don't know how I feel about saying this, but it's up to you guys. But he sent out his little troll army, whether they did it on their own or not, I don't know. But they just start spamming my videos with comments, all kinds of crazy comments. And then like spamming the thumbs down. And maybe we should go pick out one of his videos and we should just comment, debate Witsit, debate Witsit, debate Witsit. Bet you won't debate Witsit. Bet you can't debate Witsit. Bet you won't debate Witsit. And see if he shows up, but he won't. He can't. He seriously can't. I mean, his little heroes like Neil deGrasse Tyson and Michelle Dowler can't do it. So him, the person that literally can't even articulate any type of specified contention, he obviously isn't going to do it. Put some respect on my name. Nobody kicks a dead dog. He's an idiot. SciManDan the clown punk is the yeah, of course. SciManDan is gonna squirrel all over the place when he sees Austin's. He's definitely a squirt boy, dude. He's definitely a squirt boy. Well, I mean, you said when he sees it, so that means he's already just squirting all over himself because he's definitely in here stalking the channel. Of course not. Can't debate any of the flat earthers that know the real arguments because he doesn't even know his own religion. All debates with Globers are in 2020 is us teaching them their belief. That's literally all it is. She's a very complicated rock. Yeah, don't you undermine what type of rock she is. She's complicated and individual. Flat gang. There are a few Globe Earthers who don't care much for SciManDan. His style isn't appealing in my opinion. I have to agree with you. He's like a little gamma male. He doesn't actually respond to anything. Obviously. Should we just go in on Michelle Dowler? I mean, that's like easy picking. I honestly feel like I'm picking on like special children or something, you know? I almost feel bad. Like, I know that guy doesn't have it in him to like hold his own, you know? I can't feel too bad about someone when they make a video about me first, right? Like all the Globers. I've never just made a video about a Glober like ever in my life. Never even crossed my mind to do it, right? So we got like SciManDan, We got the only one I've done is I DM Professor Dave because he was talking so crazy to a bunch of people that I respect. So I DM'd him and I exposed him on my YouTube that he's scared to debate. That's all I did. I just showed our DMs and that's all I did. But these people make hit pieces, like edited videos. Like, imagine being so lame that you claim that flat Earth is stupid, right? And flat earthers are dumb, yet you constantly stalk their content. You make YouTube channels specifically about it, or you constantly bring them up and constantly talk their videos making hit pieces while claiming that they're dumb. Like, that doesn't even make any sense, bro. It makes literally no sense. If flat Earth was that stupid, it wouldn't be even possible to bring it up in debate in 2020, but whatever. Oh yeah, but that's why I reciprocate their behavior. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta put the little game of males in their place, bro. If anyone here has yet to watch Austin's debates, yourself favor, MVP for a while. Well, thanks, much love. There's a lot of MVPs though, you know. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody go check out 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. None of these little clowns can debate anybody in there. That's how pathetic they are. You pick 1 out of 50 people, you can't debate them. That's why none of the globe earthers can go in there. And they always say that we're in an echo chamber. It's like, dude, we have different opinions in there. We debate each other. We debate each other all the time. But like, y'all can't come in there because we make you actually not talk over people, not cuss them out. You can't have like any fallacious reasoning. So, you know, we don't care if you insult someone if it's like in combination with an articulated argument, but you can't have your argument be an insult. And you can't just constantly beg the question, reify, shift the burden of proof, obfuscate with red herring fallacies. And so that's why they can't come in at 24/7. And that's why I say, dude, that's getting on my nerves, bro. That's why they say that they can't, like, that's why they'll never come in there, because they can't actually debate us. I guess we're going with Alpha Light because I'm not going to keep doing that. Yeah, well, that's how I am, you know. 333 words per minute. Imposing a belief on us. Yeah, how ironic is that they tried to say that I don't know if that guy, who that is, but imagine like he said that it's not okay for us to impose our beliefs on others, and Flat Earth isn't a belief, it's a recollection of empirical evidence that can be replicated by yourself, right? And we're not imposing on anyone. How could we? We're literally censored into oblivion, and little gamma males like you actually advocate our censorship and then go around and cheer. Like whenever Nathan's Facebook group got completely deleted, right? All the prominent globe zealots on YouTube made a video together, right? They all worked together to make a video laughing about how a monolithic tech company censored someone's free speech. That's the kind of degenerate, depraved losers that we're dealing with. The people that advocate censorship of free speech. That's who we're dealing with. And that's what he's doing. He's saying, oh, but it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to go around and tell people this misinformation. So like he's literally implicit in his claim justifying the censorship of people. And this is our country. It's not your country, right? Like my dad fought for this country. I have homies that died for this country. Do you think I care what you have to say about trying to censor what I have to say? I certainly don't. I certainly do not. And I would expose every single aspect of your gamma tactics in a live debate. And that's why you will never accept the challenge, bro. I'll do it on your channel. I won't even stream it on my channel. You're the only one that can get all the super chats. I don't want any of the money because I'm not a loser like you. I don't sell my soul for money, right? Anything you want to do, pick any platform, whatever you want to do, any moderator, I don't care. I'll show up immediately and dismantle you, and you will not accept. Now, you will come up with some excuses. That's why I should go ahead and say this in the video. Dude, why, bro? Why? Why? Just why? Like, you'll say something like, well, he's just so small, he's just trying to reach out to me so he can get his viewers up. Yeah, that's why my first video was about how the earth was flat, and I haven't made a video in months. I mean, because I do things for money. You're self-projecting the fact that everything that you make is for the idea of prominence, notoriety, and money because you're shallow and a gamma male. But anyway, there you go. There's just preemptively what he was trying to say, right? I don't care. I don't care at all about any of that. I'm just tired of little gamma males hiding behind the security of the internet with my name in their mouth. You should probably keep my name in your mouth. I'm having a feeling that you're not going to make that second half of the video, are you, Simon? You regurgitated what his priest did. Yeah. Sorry, I know I'm like 0 to 100. Once I go in on someone, I do. I probably should just like start personally making fun of him. He's past time, has to be a shill. Yeah, he is a shill. He is. Like that video that I started responding to, he's just like selling you headphones. Like, no one cares, bro. No one cares. I would love to see it. He definitely would be destroyed by any of the Globebusters. Dude, he'd be destroyed by like the entire server of 24/7. Alright, so yeah, again, basically, dude, 24/7 Flyer Discord, that's where everyone should go. If they want to debate, like, I always bring it up because it's like a really good place to send people. Like, obviously, you know, if they're asking like a good channel to go to, Globebusters, Jaredism, DRTH, Karen B, Brian Stavely, Flat Earth Fokker, it goes on and on and on and on, right? But if someone wants to like be able to ask their questions live time, go to 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. It's like tons of people that are knowledgeable. They're in there 24/7. It's being streamed 24/7 if they're not comfortable, but they want to sit back, or they could even ask questions in the chat if they're not comfortable being on voice. You go down to the bottom, it's got every topic you can imagine. Globe zealots don't go in there trying to learn information because they're uncomfortable with the truth, but that's where you should bring people if they're open-minded and you want to show them the truth, or that's where you should go if you're yet to actually understand all the information. So again, 24/7 Flat Earth Discord 2.0, servers in the description. Go check it out. And if you do want to support the channel, I would encourage going to Cash App, because they don't take your money there. You can just send me Cash App, and then you can email me. You don't have to send me money to email me, you know, like Witsit at Proton Mail. Again, all in the description. Flat Earth's not a belief, it's truth. I love it. That's why I tell Globies when they tell their others I believe in Flat Earth. Yeah, it's not even belief. It's literally not a belief. Guys, you think that, what I don't get, Glovers, I know you stalk my channel, so I got a question for you. If this is just a belief that we have and there's no evidence and we have to adamantly deny evidence and all this stuff, what's our motivation? Is it the societal ostracism? Is it the death threats that I receive? Is it the good job offer that I lost because I wouldn't take my Facebook content or my Flat Earth content down? Is it the future employment that I've jeopardized? Like, what exactly is our motivation? You know damn well, just as well as I do, that our motivation is we want people to know the truth. That's what makes you uncomfortable. That's why you have to create this facade of some motivation that we have, because you can't face the truth, which is simply that we just want everyone to be allowed to make their own free decision. And the fact that you globe earthers, I'm talking about the zealots, not the people that just think there's a globe but haven't seen all the information. The people that have been on the internet stalking our content for like 5 years, right? You people are disgusting, and you're actually advocating the censorship of American citizens, trying to tell people that we're being deceived. I can't imagine a more despicable thing to do. And if you think you won't be held accountable for that, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you will be. It doesn't matter if you deny objective morality or linear code of ethics. They still exist. It doesn't matter if you deny God or if you blaspheme him or if you think you're a God. He still exists. And if you think you going around and censoring those people that go out and try to tell the truth so that people have a free, fair opportunity to make their own decision, if you think that's going to go unchecked, I would definitely caution you to pump the brakes and maybe rethink your worldview and decision making. It'd be awesome if all of the community trashed all his videos with comments of debate glowbusters. Telling him what the idea. Yeah, seriously, dude. I want everybody to pick one certain video out. I don't know which one. Y'all could all go to do it to the one that like he made of me. Dude, I feel like someone just wrecked outside my house or something. I almost wanted to go get my pistol, but I know it's no big deal. Really makes you wonder what happens to people like that when they die. I'm not gonna go that far. Same with the vaccine debate. They're scared. Yeah, dude. I mean, imagine being in 2020 and not knowing vaccines are bad for you. Like, there are millions of little babies that die every single year, and they classify it as sudden infant death syndrome. And it's right after they give 2-year-old infants vaccines with poisonous chemicals in them, and then they die. But they just say that it's an inexplicable sudden death. Yeah. Feel free to go around and advocate like the murder of babies. I'm sure that's going to work out for you in the long run. Well said. Couldn't have said it better. It's the devastating fact that they were misunderstood majority of their life. Lots of us ballers. Time to reconcile. I've been like considered the weirdo like most of my life. Like even when I was like popular. I mean, dude, take pride in being ostracized because most people are dumb. And throughout the history of mankind, the weak, dumb people all get together and they try to attack the smarter, strong people. So if the consensus of mind-numb people arguing from willful ignorance attack you in a group, take pride in that. Because that means that you're doing something right, something that they would never, ever have the cojones to do. Is it being able to blame your life troubles on your flat earth perspective rather than your failed life choices? Oh, look, a gamma male. Wow, dude, you're like so incredibly special, dude. Truth is so strong. Sorry, that moved up. Yeah, exactly. Demons laugh at them. Hey, Postmark, I think you're in the wrong saloon, partner. No one ban him, though, unless he spams the chat or whatever. Because the world is a stage and they enjoy living in it. Well, yeah, they enjoy the simplicity of their materialistic, depraved worldview, but like, it's much more about the uncomfortability that comes with acknowledging these truths. It's less about the life they live. I guess those are intertwined in a way that are kind of like intrinsic, you know, but it's much more about like the moral implications of there being a creator. And it's so funny. It's like nihilistic people that don't want to acknowledge that the necessary antecedent to creation is a creator, and you can explain design, intuition, memories. You can't even explain freaking amino acids or proteins, bro. Like, what are nucleotides? Like, what are you talking about, right? But like the fact that there might be morality scares those people because they do not adhere to an objective code of morality. They think it's subjective, and they think that they're a god if there is any form of spirituality, and that they're enlightened. They're scared of the fact that maybe, just maybe, that there is a god and there's an objective code of morality. So what they'll say is, you just want the earth to be flat so you can prove that you got a sky daddy up there in the clouds. No, that's not what it is, but keep running away from the truth. I'm sure that's going to end well for you. How far out are aliens? No such thing unless they're interdimensional entities, obviously. I just challenged SciClown, the video from 4 months ago. Sweet, everybody go to the video where he made with me and just say debate Witsit, debate Witsit. He won't do it though. Might as well be a hit piece on you to comment. Oh, might as well be his hit piece on you to comment. Yeah, everyone, the hit piece he made on me, everyone just go comment and say debate Witsit after the stream or whatever. I mean, if you don't mind. I mean, I got like thousands of them all immediately come over to my channel, just spamming the thumbs down, like messing up all my algorithms and spamming all the comments. So, you know, at least we have pure intention here, right? We just want him to back up what he claimed and actually debate me if I'm so stupid, but he will obviously never do it. He can't. Ultimately, the globe model is a product of mainstream media, science, film, academics, and if you learn that these entities lie, there's no tomorrow. It throws much shade on the globe. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to tell everybody, if you type big, long text, I can't read them all. Actually, I can't read them all anyway, you know? But, anyway. I'm thinking about working out something where if people want to super chat, like in a way that it's not super chat through YouTube. Dude, seriously, bro, I'm about to throw the lamp. I'm about to just throw the lamp. Y'all, should I throw the lamp? Tell me in the chat if I should just throw the lamp against the wall, because I wouldn't even mind just breaking it at this point. Sladen Wizards homie. Yeah, you got to. Facebook Messenger transfers, money no charge. There you go. We might do something like that. That's what we should do. And that way, like, if someone sends me like a super chat or whatever, like I can read their messages out still, you know. But without YouTube, the little grabbler's taking like a third of your money. Like, I hate that. I hate whenever like, I know that like most of my supporters, like they earn their money, man. It means a lot, and like they want to like support the channel or whatever. So like, they're giving their hard-earned money, and I just hate to see the little grabblers just take a third of it as they censor us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to find a way around that. No debate, just discussion, all pre-recorded. I'll send out the list of questions beforehand. That's a message from SciManDan. So he can't debate me? He can't debate me? Hi, hope you are all well. I recently interviewed an ex-Flat Earther and was wondering if Bob or Jaren fancied being interviewed also. No, dude, tell him no, that no one in Globebusters wants to talk to you except for Witsit, if you don't mind. I don't even want to. What a loser, bro! Tell him he needs to go check. My video, bro. Such a loser, dude. You know why I can't do that? The tides would turn pretty drastically if we had one of these like propped up little remedial mental midgets actually debate live, because the whole facade that these people are the real smart, like, you know, representation of modern science, like when they got dismantled and exposed live time, like people would start to wake up. But they're so selfish and like really just obsessed with their ego, they could never do it. I mean, I'm obviously down to do it. Throw the lamp. Don't no, the other guy said don't feed the beast. I gotta agree. Glober's be like, hey, these stupid flat earthers are trying to get out of the social box now. Glober's be like, these flat earthers are so stupid, I'm gonna stalk all their content and make hit pieces about them and talk about them for years and years on the internet. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Yeah, just tell him I want him to debate me like a real man, but he can't do it. That's right, he needs a script. Did you guys see? You guys saw, I didn't even watch his video before I did the stream. Like, I just knew I could respond live, you know? And he wrote a whole script, and he's like, well, let me be SciManDan for a second. All right. The Earth is provably flat, because we proved it through tons of, you know, verifiable empirical means over and over. We falsify the radius. With the falsification of the radius comes the falsification of the entire model. Well, Witsit, it's not just a theory or a claim. We proved it. Like, dude, you're such a gamma, dude. You can't even keep like a little illusion that you have some balls, like in a pre-recorded, scripted, edited video. Like, that just blows my mind. You people, how do people not see through that, bro? That clown could never jump in the ring live. Tell him to burn the script. It's what got him roasted in the first place. Bro, why, bro? See, what is light? It's like it's got a life of its own or something right now. He wants to pre-record the interview. Nothing could go wrong with that, right? Yeah, I'm not doing that. We have a lot of people saying throw the lamp. I'm not actually gonna throw the lamp. Y'all want to super chat me money for a replacement lamp that maybe doesn't have a short in it for some reason. I'll bet he couldn't even answer basic globe questions in prop 2. No, that's why he'll never ever do it. Yeah, because you can't debate me, Twit. Come on, be real. Just like none of those people in that other server can debate me either, and we all know it. He was designed flawlessly as the spineless cowards. You know he's listening. Oh, dude, he was stalking Nathan Thompson's chat the other day. It's, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sorry, I'm just like a real blunt person. That's who I am, right? Take it or leave it. Everyone's different, bro. But like, really, what the gamma males do is like they like live through us. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, I wish I could like have the balls to like tell everybody that I disagree with 90% of the world and that we're being lied to and take all the bullets. Like they can't wrap their mind around like being willing to step up and take all those bullets, right? And like jeopardize like future employment for the rest of their life. They can't comprehend thinking beyond money and like the opinion of other people, that they like live vicariously through us, right? Like that's what it truly is. That is a fact. All right, lurking for sure, no doubt. Could you give your simplistic explanation of the ether? I'm definitely a baby truther in that apartment. Whoa, Dave. Yeah, it's a background medium. It's a fluid-like medium that constantly moves, and light is nothing more than the ether perturbation within that. So it's, yeah, just the background that has to be there. It's fluid-like. It has like waves. But waves aren't things, right? But it just moves like a fluid. And light is the excitation of that. That's my opinion. And there's tons of evidence for it. It has a vortexual manifestation in the middle, and that's actually where we get a drift that we pick up in different types of mechanisms. Happy flat skipping, bro. Same, my man. He won't release the pre-recorded one. No, he said like 4 months ago he was gonna make a response to my second half, and he can't. Read my rap, fam. I don't know where it's at. Where's that? Be nice to the lamp. No, all right, fair enough. I'm gonna just get down. Guys, you have to at least give me props. I've got to be one of the only flat earthers that read like almost all the comments. Maybe you're being serious. I don't know. It's one of those things that you just tap, and it just starts. I don't know what's going on with it, man. Love the new moon should be lit by Earth light reflection argument. Wow, why is the Earth not shining from space? The medium that can't exist because it's claiming against natural law. Oh my god, bro. I'm about to get out of here before I have to break the lamp for real. The hierarchy enslaving you would have got away with it except for those pesky flat earthers. Cheers to all here trying to say the truth. Exactly, bro. They're secretly flat earthers. Yeah, but they'll never come out and admit it, right? They have too much ego. And this is the only way that they can actually learn more and try and talk to the people that they actually wish they had the balls to be. I'm just being honest. Like, and that's sad, right? Like, I'm just some dude. Like, we're all just people. We're all people. There's only one race. It's the human race. But it's like, you know, people that don't have the spine. And you know why? It's because you deny God. That's why. That's why you're a coward. It's because you deny God. That's why you're a coward. Like, I don't fear death. I genuinely do not fear death. You people can't say that because you think there's nothing beyond death. I know for a fact there's something beyond death. So that's the difference. That's why y'all are little cowards. Dog bones or clocks. Yeah. There's like a globe zealot by the name of Brenda that goes around and says that dog bones are clocks. So I made my joke. I said Brenda dresses up. I shouldn't even give her airtime, but it's too late. I made a joke. I said, yeah. Brenda decided to dress up like a dog one day and go around. She started eating a bone in the yard, but she found out that it was very time consuming. I thought it was hilarious. Your shoes are phenomenal, Brenda. That's pretty fun. Should be a Globuster special where Witsit debates SciManDan screw up and everyone else just mutes and lets it flow for those two. He'll never ever show up to anything like that. All he'll do is try and have like an interview and chop it up and misrepresent everything. Referencing yesterday's stream, what's the point of replacing the current electoral system if it's already predetermined? You mentioned election guard, but what does that actually change? Well, the current system right now, people actually go in there and vote for real. That part's real. The local governments really do count votes. Some of them are super corrupt, some of them are less corrupt. So they want more of a like easy to manage system. Like the reason that your votes don't matter is they pick both of the candidates, but they want even more than that. They want to just like have it all easily like manipulated from a centralized electrical system, and that's what they're going to update it with, which is the Microsoft system. Fill my gas tank up with an unraptured pure T-Rex juice because science. Are you lost? No, that's rhetorical. Of course you are. Gracias. Newsflash, everyone. Jesse just doubled down on his Lake Pontchartrain bridge. He said in the center of the bridge at a 28-meter elevation. Yeah, he's an idiot, though. If you ever would have proposed it in the first place, you're not going to get any smarter. I just think it's so funny that like Globe Zealots that claim we're dumb like watch all of our content. Like how is that not funny? That's what I want to know. Bro, SciManDan deleted my comments on his video already. Oh, he's deleting the comments? What a little gamma, bro. I would say I'd call his girlfriend, but we all know he doesn't have one. So. You know, what can you do? They can hide behind their lies, so you just gotta accept it. That's what most of them do. Dude, you just gotta always try to be like, just always be honest, speak the truth unequivocally, like seek and speak truth. And that's like, you just gotta live with that, bro. I've You know, I've had to come to that conclusion, bro. Like, you can't put your faith in other people or like care what other people have to say, bro. Like, if you do that, you're never gonna do anything important in life. And they're like, oh, Austin, you do something important. You talk about flat Earth on the internet and you watch cars. It's like, yeah, whatever, bro. I'll let time tell. I'll talk to God about it. You have fun being nihilistic and a moron. Thanks, bro. Much love. Spin of the Earth is nothing with your lamp, bro. Yeah, that must be what it is. It's Coriolis effect. Earth is flat and circular, lacking curvature. Insane claims have a burden, sir. While lame brains laugh and circle jerk. I see you, pearls for pigs. I'm gonna read it again. All right. Earth is flat and circular, lacking curvature. Insane claims have a burden, sir. While lame brains laugh and circle jerk. Us flat earthers snap and murder jerks, lyrically murking your herd of nerds. 24/7 flat earth disco 12.0. I see, bro. Bars, bro. Dude, what a loser. He's deleting the comments after he had thousands of people come spam my video. Like, what a loser, bruh. Bruh. Stop being such a gamma male. Like, you can stop being a gamma male, bro. Like, it's not like you were born with it. You can stop being a gamma male. You're not a secret king, bro. You're not a special boy. You're not, bro. Like, please stop being such a gamma. You're literally fighting a war that's way bigger than you, and you're fighting for the wrong side, my man. Great analogy of the dog bones or clocks. Yeah, so, dude, imagine. Man. All right, we gotta stop with the brunt. I don't care. I don't want to. Yeah, I'll put all the show links in the video. Redford Baird is a legend, by the way. Got to meet her today on 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. You know the place where all you people are totally tripping if you never go. Link in the description. Yeah, of course, no doubt. Yeah, what's his girlfriend? What's his name? That's pretty funny. My comment is deleted already. Yeah, that's all these people can do is try to censor us and lie about the truth, bro. Like I said, take it as a badge of honor. I didn't delete any of their comments. You know, like that's what real people do. I don't have anything to hide, bro. Truth doesn't fear investigation. I didn't delete one of those comments, right? And they're just spamming me talking about you should die. You should see the comments that got held for review, dude. They are wild, bro. I did not delete any comments or anything, right? Like, truth doesn't fear investigation, bro. But like you made a hit piece on somebody, and then he responded to you, and some people that watch his show come and said, well, why don't you just debate him? And you're deleting all the comments so you can create the facade that your followers believe that you really do dismantle me and stuff like this and dismantle flat earthers, and they won't know that you've been exposed for the fact you can't truly debate one of these dumb flat earthers. Imagine being like that. Imagine like wow, bro, that's just pathetic. Tell him Witsit pulled his man card, he must debate. Yeah, but he's incapable of actually manning up, bro. Like, he can't do it. Because we all know what would happen. What's the name of the video where Dan talks about you? It's called, A New Breed of Flat Earther Enters the... whatever, something like that. A New Breed of Flat Earther Enters the Battle. That's what it's called. Imagine who he would be with his weak science and persona. Dude, that dude. It's just like all these globe earthers that talk all big and bad, you know? It's like... come on, bro. We all know who you were in high school, dude. We all know where you were on the spectrum in high school, bro. You know, you weren't on the football team. Let's just say that. You were a little gamma. What's the name of the video? I read that. It was great talking to you. I agree. You're cool. You came in with a bear name. You're cool from the rip. I'm always concerned when Effie advocates belief that Jesus is God. I don't think I'm actually going to get into a churchian debate right now, bro. Delusional at the end. Yeah, okay. Well, at least I don't deny biology. Feel free to get out of my chat. Alright, we're back at we've caught up on the comments. So, alright, it's been cool, guys. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. I think I'm about to get out of here. If anybody's got any final thing they want to say, hit me up. I'm gonna be ladling gravy pretty heavy here soon, so we might get kicked off YouTube. I'm gonna start restreaming, going to D Live. Actually, let me show you guys my D Live. If y'all don't mind, if you have a D Live, and go throw your boy a what's it called, follow on here. Uh-oh, Austin played another song on accident for 3 seconds. The grapplers are gonna all come copy strike him. Maybe we can get him off the internet. Let's see, what's my... Yeah, anyway, Witsit Gets It, obviously, is what it's called. I don't even know where my channel is. So I don't ever get on it, but if they kick me off, I'll obviously be going on D Live, like the only place you actually can speak freely as of now. and I have some stream ideas. But of course, I don't pop up like whatever, bro. Witsit Gets It on D Live. I think the link is actually in the description anyway. But I got like subjects like the the race and the history of a certain group of people that was removed from the history books, stuff like that. The kind of stuff you're not allowed to talk about because it helps you put all the pieces together. So, I might get kicked off here soon, but we'll see. Yeah, I've never actually like put anything on my D Live yet, but yeah, I have a channel on there. Fuzzy Hair Crackpot. Fuzzy Hair Crackpot, yeah. Also known as Einstein. Just so you know, let's finish on this guy. Like, just to put into perspective, like, you guys go around defending people that oppress people that, like me and my friends, that just want to speak the truth to people so they know what's up and they're not getting deceived and they get to at least make their own decision, right? And the people that do that, they actually prop up people like Einstein, right? And at the time, Einstein was quoted as talking about like how white and black racism is so bad and the white man is trying to hold the black man down and speaking out against racism. That's how the mainstream propagated him for decades and decades and decades, right? They propped him up as this innovative genius. But when we went and read his diaries, he was an ethnic supremacist Zionist who talked about different groups of people like Japanese, Chinese, etc., like different groups of people, talked about him crazy, treated his wife like she was a slave, said, you will not show anybody that we have an intimate relationship in public, you will not get intimate with me, you will not talk unless I give you permission, you always have my clothes clean, you always have my food cooked, you will not ever talk back to me in any form or fashion in front of the children, and had all these rules like she was a robotic slave. She was a Serbian mathematician that had to help him with all of his work. She didn't get any credit. He then divorced her, married his first cousin, and wrote about how he wanted to have sex with her daughter, thought about leaving her to marry her daughter, only didn't. Imagine marrying someone and then contemplating divorcing them so you can go marry their daughter, okay? And only didn't do it because she ended up getting cancer, okay? He cross-dressed like this little crazy zealot in this chat. So, like, he was the epitome of depravity. He was completely incompetent, and the only thing he proposed was literally a reification fallacy where he attributed physical properties to conceptual abstractions, one of which is a privation. Privations can't even have properties. Like, so not only are they conceptual abstractions and then a concept of a privation, privations are inherently conceptual. They can't have properties. They're an absence of something else. They can only have attributes. Everything that he said was stupid, bro. It was completely stupid. And we have people going around still trying to argue it to this day and claiming that they proved it. So just think about that. Maybe you should think about who are the people that are lying to you? Who are the people that are creating these stories and propping these figures up? Maybe you should re-examine and think maybe they know what they're doing. Because when you go read their literature that they pass to one another, they know the Earth's a plane. They know it. They tell you there's a geocentric stationary plane. They know it, but they lied to you, and then they have zealots running around the internet talking about it, right? And they have no idea what they're talking about. And they're just laughing at you guys. We just want you to think for yourself. No experiment to show large bodies of water curving? Yeah, of course, there's no such thing. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. But like I always say, unplug from the box, metaphorical, ideological box. Bro, it might be uncomfortable. You may have to swallow your pride because you've gone around making fun of people. And the reason that maybe you made fun of people or called people stupid was because like it was uncomfortable for you to admit it. And like what the ego will do is say, oh, I'm not uncomfortable. I can accept the Earth was flat. No big deal. That's actually ego. We all know that isn't true. You know, you can try to lie to me. You can't lie to yourself. And that's what matters, right? Is being real with yourself. But it's never too late to be real, right? Like, you're going to always be embraced by those that like are honest and want to know the truth. Like, you're always going to be embraced. Like, all these people that attack me and lie about me and dox my family and give me death threats, like, if they came and like had a heart-to-heart, like sincere apology and like told me that they came to the realization that they were wrong, I would accept it in a heartbeat, bro. And I can say that a lot of flat earthers are like that. So like, it's never too late to swallow your pride. And this goes with the Earth. This goes with all these major discussions and deceptions. This goes with God, right? Like, you're never going to actually be able to find out God's real until you swallow your ego. I lived through it. It took me a while to finally swallow my pride. I know that's real. As soon as I did and I was sincere, within a day, I got a response to my very specific prayer. And it happened 2 times within 5 days. Now, if you want to try to explain it away, you can. But I know for a fact that it's real, right? And truth is real, bro. It's not subjective. There's objective truth, objective morality. You need to pursue that. And not only do you need to pursue it, you have an obligation to go represent it and to expose darkness to light. And all the people that are sitting at home, wearing face diapers, complying to the government, policing their own fellow citizens, constantly propagating and defending these lies and deceptions that they didn't do, but they just want it to be true because it makes it more comfortable for them. You are aiding one of the major spiritual wars, or the only truly major spiritual war that exists, and you don't realize what's going on. You don't realize that you're aiding the adversary that hates you, bro. So, like, please stop attacking people that are just warriors for truth and they're trying to go and speak the truth. Like, if you don't have the balls or the integrity within you to stand up to, like, the public societal ostracism and speak the truth unequivocally, then don't go ostracize those that are. That's the most, like, pathetic thing that you could ever do. So I would encourage everyone to consider, maybe just maybe you don't know everything. And these people that are telling you that you came from rocks and you came from fish and apes and everything came from nothing and nothing matters and just live it up while you're still alive because when you die, you just disappear. Maybe, just maybe, you should take a step back and realize that none of the people that have the most money in the world and all the power and control all the governments and banks, none of them think that. None of them. You can't even be a Mason if you're an atheist. And no one's an atheist because that's a positive, definitive affirmation that there is no God, which is lunacy. There's no way you could ever know to claim that. It takes more faith to be an atheist than anything else. So I just encourage you. I know that was a really long conclusion, but just step back and think about it, man. Like that was very heartfelt. I hope someone that needs to hear it, bro. Like, bro, truth is stranger than fiction, and you just seek and speak truth unequivocally, bro. Like, that's not optional. Either you're going to do that or you're not, and that means either you're going to have integrity or you're not. So there you go. There's my little rant. And yeah, I hope that maybe someone reconsiders. Again, if you want to support Cash App, $, Witsit Gets It. Don't send YouTube chats. They take your money. If you want to email me, got something to talk about, Witsit at Proton Mail. Everyone go to 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. I shouted my homies out in last night's stream. Cut a couple links. Go show them some love. Hit them with some subs. And I will catch up with y'all manana. Peace out.